Hello and welcome. This time we're going to be doing Pandaria, at least a starting area for the Wandering Isles. Um, Here's our Pandaren, and we're going to be playing a hunter for this. Simply because I have a preference for hunters as an easy class to play as. And it's a class that most of the races can be. Now this was actually not on Pandaria itself, it is the Wandering Isles. And they'll explain all that when you're actually doing the stuff. Nice little self-contained area. Sorry, my computer tends to take a while when it loads.
You are a Pandaren, born and raised on the mysterious Wandering Isle. While many of your fellow Pandaren prefer a tranquil life, the lure of adventure burns in your blood. Recently, the Wandering Isle has begun erratically weaving about the world's oceans. The air grows cold, and your island home is spiraling toward disaster. As one of the most promising of students at Master Shang's monastery, you may just be the salvation for your people. But first, you must complete your training.
Don't mind my add-ons. Just a little setup stuff here. You have to do this with all new characters. That's not what I want. This is what I want. There we go.
My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
First, you will need a weapon suited to your talents. Retrieve a crossbow from one of the weapon racks below. Bring it to me and show me that you know how to hold it properly. I think they made the weapon racks obvious enough, don't you? Go up here. Equip that.
It is good to see you, my student.
A fine weapon. It should suit your needs well. Now, let's put it to use. I'd like to observe you putting your new weapon to use, my young student. This will aid me in determining what degree of training will be best suited for your talents. We have many training targets in the training routes below. Practice your attacks upon them and return to me once you are feeling comfortable with your new weapon. Yeah, this is pretty much something that happens for all new characters, is you have to practice your weapon on training dummies for a little while. And these are your training dummies, unlike before. Damn it. Give me a second. One of the add-ons I got has a habit of doing some pretty stupid stuff, so I have to disable it. It only seems to be with new characters, though. Don't know why it is with non-new characters. And yes, that turtle is my pet.
I need a target.
All hunters have pets, and you can actually get and train new ones as you go through the game. Usually random monsters that you would normally fight out on the field, you can turn into pets. And that does it for my little training thingy. Certain pets, like if you're a Beastmaster, there are certain pets that are available to you that aren't available to any other types of hunters, too.
Our greatest trials yet lay before us.
Not bad, you may indeed have chosen the proper path. Good, let us continue. Facing a living opponent is a very different thing from stationary targets. In the yard, living opponents strike back. There is the very real fear of failure, and sometimes even death. You must have the courage to overcome those fears. Challenge the other trainees within the temple or down the steps below and defeat them. Now the interesting thing about the Pandaren is you have the Hojin and then you have the Tushi. The Tushi join the alliance where the Hojin are the ones that join the horde. You can kind of tell that in the color coding. Now, rather than being for the horde and for the alliance, they're more like philosophies. The Tushi are tactical and spend a lot of time thoroughly thinking through every decision that they make, while the Hojin are people of action. They they do a lot of things on impulse rather than spending a lot of time thinking about every little choice and the repercussions for those choices. That will become even more clear as you see through this.
I cannot attack that. I need to target something first.
It's one of those kind of unfortunate things that you just can't keep your character neutral. they do actually force you to pick a side at the very end of this.
Where you pass,
Intriguing, my young
greatness
people. Most of the other trainees have been here for quite some time, but you are able to match them even within this first hour. This speaks well for you, but there are yet other lessons I would see you learn. Every wisdom has a time and place, and times are changing for those of us living here on Shinzen-zu. For this lesson, I would ask two things of you. For the first, I hold a flame in my hand. Gather your wits, and when you think you are ready, attempt to snatch the flame. Should you succeed, I want you to then climb up the top of the temple and burn the Edict of Temperance that you find there. Well, I guess they already had it snatched. You didn't have to do any challenge for that. It's kind of nice. Little mini game thingies that I didn't have to do. Okay. Where's the staircase? There's one around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Way over there. But as you can see, the buildings here are absolutely gorgeous. And much of Pandaria will look a lot like this. It's too bad they didn't let me read it first. Oh well.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
The fact that you were able to snatch the flame so easily is no small feat. Yeah, because I didn't have to snatch it at all. Yay, quest! The Edict of Temperance is a scroll of wisdom passed down from my elders. Wisdom from a more peaceful time. Every lesson has its time and place, and with darkness on the horizon, the time for this particular wisdom has passed. The burning of the scroll is an acceptance of tidings to come and promise to action. Your hand carried the flame, and I suspect that it will continue to do so in the future. I see great strength and great courage in you, and a unsurpassing purity of soul. The hour is young, but I think you may be ready to face a greater challenge. Go to the bottom of the stairs and cross the bridge there. You will find Jiao Min Ro, one of our eldest students. Challenge and defeat him in honorable combat, and this first phase of your training will be complete. Now, when they made these, you can pretty much guess that they expected you to pick a monk and do the whole kung fu thing. I hope you are ready. Jiaoming Ro awaits you over the bridge. And there he is. It was an honor to be defeated by you.
My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
You truly impress. It seems certain that the path of the hunter is indeed the path for you. Should probably put some of this gear on. There we go. In such a short time, you have shown me that you have the potential to be a great hunter. The training grounds are behind you, but now you must prove yourself by facing a far greater challenge, one that none of my students have accomplished. I want you to return to Ho. I want you to return Ho, the spirit of fire, to the Temple of Five Dawns. My two other most gifted students will help you in this task. The first is Isa, Cloud Singer. Seek her out at the pools to the west. Isa is the leader of the Toshi, who joined the alliance. Shh. Come quietly. She is practicing.
Hello.
I came to ask the famous Isa Cloud Singer for help, but I just can't bring myself to intrude on her exercises. She's so posed, so practiced, so beautiful. You came for Isa? You really shouldn't interrupt her until she finishes her exercises. She doesn't speak to anyone until her routine is done. In the meantime, could you maybe help me? I had some bad luck with 4 sprites. Amberleaf scamps swarmed my cart and stole most of the training supplies I was bringing up to the training grounds. They've always been troublemakers, but they've never been this aggressive before. I don't know what's happened. Please help me recover my supplies. My driver went running off after the sprites, just after they attacked. I don't think they'll really do him any harm, but I need him back to help me clean up the mess by my cart. Or by the cart. He chased them off towards the cliffs to the north. If you head that direction, you should find him quickly.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Yes, you get the supplies back by killing them.
I do not have a target.
But that's normal World of Warcraft things.
I need to target something first.
Now, in case you hadn't noticed, things with the yellow life bars are neutral to you and won't openly attack you. Things with an orange life bar means that they're enemies of yours, but they won't outright attack you unless you attack them. Well, the same thing with neutral things. If you don't attack them, they won't attack you. Things with red names, they will attack you with a vengeance the moment they see you, or the moment you come into their territory. Just a little explanation on the mechanics.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need a target.
Master Sheng has trained you well. Thank you. Could not have fought them off alone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go find my cart. Min Dimwind. Cart. Hello, cart. Still upside down, I see.
A challenge in compassion and humility. By helping Merchant Lorvo, it would seem you have passed. Master Sheng would be pleased.
Welcome.
You needn't worry about hurting the sprites. They're really just living plants. When it comes down to it, they'll resprout later. Thank you. You're an honorable hunter. They've taught you well. You are too kind, Hunter.
There is no hurry.
Discipline and practice lead us to our full potential.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hunter. I am Isa of the Tushi. I've spent much time and thought since Master Shang told me we would be searching for Ho, the spirit of fire. I know where he resides, but not how to reach him. The answers are close, however. Come with me to the Cave of Meditation nearby. It is a place of great wisdom. I will meditate there, open my mind, and the path shall find us.
Meet me up in the cave if you would, friend.
Yeah, she totally just ninja'd over to the cave ahead of me. So... And yes, that was intentional.
Keep those creatures at bay while I meditate. We'll soon have the answers we seek.
I do not have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I need a target. I cannot attack that target. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I need a target. I need to target something first.
And so our path lays before us. Speak to Master Shang Zi. He will tell you what comes next.
Now, because I couldn't read that and do this at the same time, I'll read this text to you. Master Li Fei's voice echoes. The way of the Tushi enlightenment through patience and meditation. The discipled life, or the principled life. It is good to see you again, Asa. You come with respect, and so I shall give you the answer you seek. Ho, the spirit of fire, is known for his hunger. He wants for tinder to eat. He needs the caress of the wind to rouse him. If you find these things and bring them to his cave on the far side of Wusong village, you will face a challenge within. Overcome that challenge, and you shall be graced by Ho's presence. Rekindle the flame, and if your spirit is pure, he shall follow you. Go, children. We shall meet again very soon.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
Your path is set before you. You will be the one to rekindle the spirit of fire and bring it to the safety of the temple. This will not be the only time you and Asa work together. She is strong and wise. You can trust her.
Ding.
Another of my most talented students is awaiting you in Wusong Village to the northwest. He is a bit of a different mind than Asa, but in their differences they bring balance to each other. G. Firepaw will instruct you on gathering the offerings for the Spirit of Fire. Trust in his wisdom. G is the guy that leads the Hojin, and he's the one that joins the Horde.
Take that, monkey butt! Welcome.
I need a target.
It's good to see you. And the time to act is always now.
Super aggressive Hojin.
Have a target.
Those are monkey people, by the way. Hello, you look poised and confident. I like that. I've heard some rather impressive whispers about you from the training grounds. If you're half as capable as I say, I think you and I are going to be good friends. We call those vicious monkeys swinging into town Hosen. They keep to themselves normally, but they know something bad is coming, so they're here to steal our supplies. In situations like this, the clear answer is the only answer. These monkeys will leave when we force them to leave. To not defend our own town and those we love would be the only true crime. Thus is the way of the Hojin.
I am out of range. I need a target. I need to target something first. target.
I'm with you.
You've got some fight in you. I think I like you. Now that that's done with, let's get to it then. How the spirit of fire hungers for dry dogwood root kindling. It grows among the trees south of the village. It should be easy enough for you to gather some. Strange thing about wind, it can be hard to wrap your hands around it. Best practice for me has been finding some sort of living wind. If it can punch you, you can punch it back, and it won't slip through your grasp. Head over to the shrine of the summer breeze to the south, and summon just such a living wind using the windstone. Best it gather a flutter breeze from it. Frickin'.
I need to target something first.
Best gather a fluttering breeze from it and come back over this way so we can figure out what's next.
I do not have a target.
The greatest virtue is the will to act.
Hope you're not shy about getting your hands dirty. You've returned, roots in hand. You're a down to business kind of girl, aren't you? I like that. When opportunity rises, it's our responsibility to reach out and grab it. Second guessing is as good as giving up.
I need a target.
You know what it is to seize opportunity. I think you and I are kindred spirits.
Our greatest trials yet lay before us.
You've done very good this far, my student. You have the materials you need to rekindle Ho, the spirit of fire. In the cave to the southwest he awaits, but he is guarded by Master Li Fei, the Pandaren elder you met in the caves of meditation. Go to Master Li Fei with the offering. Prove yourself, then meet with Ho.
I do not have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first.
The fire spirit is up ahead. It's dangerous to enter the shrine now. And here's the guy that we have to beat up in order to get to Ho.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. There is a path before you, but you chose the trial you will face, and the trial you will overcome. You're strong of mind and strong of will, but you lack the skill to face me in combat. You must fight with your body, but in truth, it is your character that is being tested. Let us even the playing field. Take this torch. In it, torch and light the blazers next to me. And then use it to light the 3 unlit blazers around the pool.
May the red crane live forever in your heart. What wisdom do you seek?
These fires will give you the strength that you've not yet obtained. They will illuminate your potential. It is time for you to face me. With these fires illuminating your potential, you will see with certainty whether your resolved soul is truly worthy of passing.
Slow down.
I do not have a target.
And I beat him. You have earned the right to proceed. How lies beyond.
You are most welcome.
Remember always, the superior warrior is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. You are worthy of passing, Hunter. How the spirit of fire rests in the chamber beyond. Let him feast upon the kindling you've gathered, and use the wind to fan his flames. Doing so should endear you to him. Once he is ignited, if he is willing, lead him to the Temple of Five Dawns, the building standing high in the center of the island.
May you find mastery in your passions.
Through the glare, it looks like Ho is smiling. He seems to have warmed up to you. Ho bounces around excitedly, ready to follow you. Master Sangxing told you to bring Ho to meet him at the Temple of Five Dawns, in the center of the island. Your next destination lies before you. Is that Ho? It is. Well done.
Welcome, Hyo. The people have missed your warmth. It is good to see you, my student.
You've done very well. Ho, the spirit of fire, is here. The temple flames are reignited. Your accomplishment, you accomplished the challenge I put before you, and with seeming ease. There is a greater purpose in bringing Ho to the temple. It is time that I tell you more of the things to come. I'm going to end it here, but we will continue this in the next episode. Until then, enjoy.